All right, hey guys, Greg here, and we're gonna go actually live in just a second here. Just waiting for everything connecting. Everything is trying to get on right now. So again, we're officially gonna start this thing in just a second and get rocking and rolling with you guys. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun here today. I appreciate you being here live, or if you are watching the recording. And we're going to have a whole heck of a lot of fun as we go. So we're going to be talking about some really cool things here today when it comes to creating quality videos fast, right? Like that's what we are all here to do. We want to create a lot of videos. We want to create them as fast as possible so that we can get a lot of content into the marketplace. That's what we are all trying to do. And today we're going to be sharing a bunch of things to help you to do that. I'm going to come onto the screen here for a second, and you guys are hanging out with me. I'm in the backyard today. Hopefully today's stream goes a whole lot better than yesterday's stream. We tried all kinds of fun stuff. I got all kinds of fancy, you can't see it because it's all this way, but fancy stuff here today at the house. And yesterday I broke everything and I decided to break it live. So we're doing this again here today. If you're jumping on live, make sure you guys say hello, jump into the comments, let me know that you're here, that you can see me all right, that you can hear me all right. I just checked on my phone. It looks like we are good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with this presentation because we have a lot to cover here today. So we're going to go over to the good old PowerPoint here and get this party started for you guys. And let's see. Nope, that's not it. That one's it. There we go. So we're going to be covering 3 secrets, really the 3 biggest things that you can do in order to create video fast for your business, right? So what we don't want to do is we don't want to spend days, weeks, and months trying to create that first video, trying to get that video out. What we want to do is we want to create a large volume of video as fast as we possibly can so our market can understand who we are, what we do, and how that we can help people. And just kind of a note that this is not going to be a training on what cameras to use, what lighting to use, like the settings to tinker on your camera, a lot of the techie stuff. Sure, I'll answer some of those questions if you guys have them. But what today is really about is who that you need to become in order to reach your goals, right? So as a business owner today, you got to be front and center of your business. People need to discover you and know that you exist in order to hire you, to do business with you, to buy your stuff, whatever it is that you are selling. So who do you need to become in order to reach those goals? Who do you need to become in order to get your marketplace to see you as that expert, as that authority, as the trusted advisor, as the advocate, as the best in the world or the best in your community as what it is that you do? And this training is really about bringing your ambitions. Those are your goals, your vision, the mission that you are on right now, and bringing that to life and using video as the medium, the way that you're going to go ahead and get that out there to reach your dreams, to reach your goals, and to reach your ambitions. So as we get moving and get started here today, my PowerPoint is frozen again. Man, this is like 2 days in a row that Keynote has just completely frozen on me. So that's super fun. So let me get out of here. My good old Keynote has failed on me 2 days in a row. I don't know what's going on there. So really good times. So again, we're going to be using video as the medium to help you to get there. And I want to talk briefly about, and so you're going to have slides up. The slides are going to move around. Hopefully I can get them back to full screen. But good old Keynote, that's 2 days in a row. Just has not agreed with me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the first client that flew into our studios to develop an online TV show with us. Now, don't worry, I'm not selling you this program. It doesn't even exist in this iteration anymore, but I want to talk about, I want you to see some of the intangibles about why he wanted to use video and what video did for him to raise his status in the community, to raise his status in his family, to have his audience see him as the leader that they needed to be. So the first client that came into our studios was a financial advisor from Surprise, Arizona, and his name was Joe Gleason. And he came to us, and I'm really trying to get Keynote to work. I promise, guys, it is just 2 days in a row. Keynote just not liking what we have put together here. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to full screen, and I'm just going to talk for a minute. Man, oh man, just can't get that thing to work. You know, it happens. And so I'm going to shut down Keynote. But the first client that we ever had come down to our offices and film a TV show with us. His name was Joe Gleason from Surprise, Arizona. And Joe came to us because he wanted to be seen in a different light. He didn't want to be seen like every other advisor out there. He didn't want to be seen as just a financial advisor who is just like everyone else, doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, you know, with the same backdrop, the same suit and tie, all of that stuff. He wanted to be seen much different in his business. And I don't know why it's, you know, switching to all these funky things here today. You know, we're just rolling with it today. He didn't want to be seen as those things. And he knew that video was the medium that was going to allow his personality to come out and allow his personality to shine. And so we came down and we filmed for the entire day and we built out, I don't remember what it was, 12, 13 episodes or so of his show. And during the production, his personality came out, who he really was. He's a diehard Cubs fan. So we went and we shot some videos out at the local Little League field. And he talked about how baseball really helped him to learn things in life. And I used some of those analogies about how that's going to help you with your financial life. We went and drove around town and he just started telling me stories about why he got into the financial business and what it really helped him. And when we edited the show, when we sent him the actual show for him to put out into the marketplace, he started sharing it on social media. And I would show you the screenshot, but things. 2020, right? Hashtag 2020. And he put these videos out on social media. He just put the trailer up, like the 10, 15 second intro. And he had so many comments. Joe, this is great. Joe, this is amazing. Oh, Joe, I never knew you did this. I can see your passion coming out from what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to do here. And it was so enlightening to him almost immediately as to what this medium was going to allow him to do and how it was going to allow him to get his message out into the marketplace. And we got a message from his wife at the time who said, hey, we just watched all of the videos and we went through them and our kids think their dad is a rock star. Now, as a dad of three, like that is heartwarming. That melts my heart when your kids come out and you're like they think that you're cool, right? Because, once kids get to a certain age, they no longer think mom and dad's that cool anymore. And to have your kids say, you know what, dad, that was cool. You're cool. That is one of the coolest things that can happen is this shift, this identity shift in who that you are and who that you become. So what I want you to think about right now, and let's use the chat feature. So if you guys have the chat right to the left, I want you to answer this question. Who do you want to become for your marketplace? Who do you want to be for the people that you serve? Who do you want to become for your community? Do you want to be the leader in local real estate information? Do you want to be the trusted source for helping people to retire in your local community? Do you want to be the thought leader, the expert, the authority, the go-to provider of business advice or marketing advice? Or like yesterday when we were doing this live, we had someone who was in the cake decorating business and they wanted to be seen as the local cake authority, whatever that means, right? Like the person like, hey, we need a cake done in Orlando. You turn to this person. Who do you want to be to your marketplace? I want you to write that into the comments. Like, what do you think? Like, who do you want to be to your marketplace? Jot it down. Put it in there right now. You want to be the leading authority on financial advice. You want to be the leading authority on this or on that. Put that into the comments because I want to see who you guys want to become. Now, as a caveat to that, as kind of the second step in this process is that you don't have to wait to become this person. If you want to be the foremost expert on whatever topic that it is, you got to have the skills, you got to have the chops, but let's pretend and let's assume that you have the chops, you have the skills. You don't have to wait to become this person. That's one of the biggest fallacies. Like you don't have to wait for the local newspaper or the Wall Street Journal, the USA Today to say, you know what? Now you can be this person. Now you can step up. Now you can do all of these things. You can do it whenever you decide that you want to be that person. You can do it whenever you step up and say, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. You get to choose and make that decision. You don't have to wait for anyone to anoint you or to crown you as those things. You could do it now, but you got to show up. But you have to tell the marketplace that you are that person. My main man, Chris Gaudreau, is on right now. He says, I want to be the funnel architect. Well, I know that he is claiming that position because he's got a Facebook group all about being the funnel architect. Because every video that he puts out, every training that he puts out, he is the funnel architect. He is claiming that. He didn't wait for, let's use like Russell Brunson to come and be like, Chris, you are now the funnel architect. He just said, you know what? I'm really good at this, at architecting funnels. I'm going to claim this positioning. And he did it by showing up, by providing value, by helping his marketplace, by creating tools, by creating training, by being out there on camera, doing videos, going live into his group, by creating programs. He claimed that position in the marketplace. He didn't wait for someone to claim that positioning. That, my friends, is the power in what it is that we're talking about here today, and why video is such a powerful medium. Right now, as I'm filming this, we're in the middle of a transition where we've gone from Ambitious being a purely video marketing, video strategy company for some of the biggest brands in the information marketing space, in the coach space, and all of that, to pivoting and changing, and not even pivoting per se, but adding a new vertical of supplements. 6 weeks ago, I was not the supplement guy. I'm still not that person, but I claimed it one day and said, you know what? We're going to build this brand. We're going to build this business. And I'm going to get out and I'm going to get on camera and just start claiming that we are a performance company that helps entrepreneurs to perform, to produce, and to profit. I didn't have to wait for somebody to be like, you know what? Now you can be this person. You get to choose that. And so the training that we're going to go through here today is going to help you to claim that positioning. So when it comes to that, there are essentially 3 secrets that we are going to be talking about here today in this training to creating quality video that positions you as the person that you want to be for your marketplace. And since I don't have my fancy slides, we're going to be on the iPad a lot today. And so we're going to draw these things out. So we have 3 things that we're going to be talking about today. And they're really the 3 biggest things that stop people from creating video, right? The first is a lack of ideas. That you don't have, I don't know what to film a video about. I don't know what ideas are good for me. I don't know what ideas are good for my brand, for my business. So the lack of ideas stops you from creating video. And I'm going to show you a framework to create an unlimited number of ideas here today. The second thing that we want to talk about is we want to have friction-free filming. And we're going to spend a lot of time talking about this too, because if every time you go to shoot a video, you're spending 45 minutes like fiddling with wires and gadgets and lighting and all that, you're not going to film video. You're not going to do what it takes to get in front of the camera and talk, because you as the expert, there's only one thing that you should be focused on: delivering value to the marketplace, moving your business forward, not fiddling with wires and microphones and all of this stuff. That's not your job. Your job is to help and add value to the marketplace. And then the third thing that we're going to talk about, and probably the biggest thing, is the biggest bottleneck being you, but really it comes down to editing. The reason why most business owners don't end up doing video, and the biggest secret to creating a lot of video fast, is that you're the bottleneck. If you go and film 5 videos today, 10 videos today, and they just sit on your computer, well, that's not helping the marketplace. That's not getting the word out there. So we're going to talk about these 3 things here today. So let's jump right into the first one when it comes to generating ideas. All right, this is one of my favorite exercises to do. So what I want everyone to do today is I want you to get out a piece of paper. I'm using the iPad because you guys can actually see this, but I encourage you to get out a piece of paper and do this exercise with me. Do it live. And I'm even going to help you guys as we go about and do this live here today. So on this piece of paper, what I want you to do is I want you to draw this, a line from the top to the bottom, and a line going across. So we created 4 boxes. I call this the 4 quadrants. Some of you have gone through this exercise before, but you haven't actually gone through this exercise. You've seen it, but you haven't actually done the work. Yesterday, when I was doing this, my main man, Alex Miner, came in and said, that was epic. In 5 minutes, I created all of the content I needed to create for the next 30 days. And that's what we're going to do here today using these 4 quadrants. So what we're going to do here in the 4 quadrants is I want you to think about the 4 things that you want to be known for. So Chris, as the funnel architect, Dan, who chimed in here and says, I want to simplify brand strategy for people. So in order for you to be seen as the brand strategy guy, well, what are 4 pieces to that puzzle? What are 4 things that you teach, for unique things about the marketplace? Maybe they could be, things about industry. Maybe they could be things about research. Maybe they could be things about tactics. Maybe they could be things about strategy. So let's use, the one that I usually start with is financial advisor, right? So if I'm a financial advisor in quadrant 1, I might do something like retirement planning, right? In quadrant 2, I might do something about like taxes, right? That's something big when it comes to financial planning. Let's go in the 3rd quadrant and let's maybe say Social Security. And then in the 4th box, let's go and say something like hope, because we want to give hope to the marketplace. Well, so now that we have these 4 quadrants mapped out, these are the 4 things that we want to be known for as it relates to our main who we want to be, right? So we want to be the funnel architect. We want to be the brand strategist. We want to be the retirement specialist, the trusted advocate for retirees in Orlando, Florida, whatever it is. Well, under that umbrella, let's pick 4 things that we want to be known for, and let's put them into these boxes, these 4 quadrants. Now what we want to do is, what are all of the questions? What are all of the tactics? What are all of the strategies? What are all of the traits? What are all of the things that relate to retirement planning? All right, so let's go into retirement planning real quick. So maybe we could do like, what is a plan, right? That's an easy one. What happens when the plan goes sideways, right? How does the plan change with the election? What are the parts of a plan? How do I start creating a plan for my retirement? How do I, what if I want to change plans, right? What if I don't know what I want my retirement to look like? All right. So in 30 seconds there, I just came up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ideas when it comes to retirement planning. Now I'm going to go over to taxes. So what is a mistake that people make on their taxes? What are 3 things businesses can do to save money on taxes? What are the 3 biggest missed areas? Right? What are the new tax laws I need to know for 2021? What happens if Biden wins to my taxes? What happens if Trump wins to my taxes? Well, again, in 9 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more ideas that just came, because now I have something to stick it to. Now I have something to peel back and create my content around. So now we go into Social Security. Well, when's the right time to take it? Is it enough? How to supplement? Can I invest my Social Security? Like, just all of these different things. Again, there's 4 ideas that we got in 10 seconds there. And then hope, is it too late? What if I don't have enough saved? Don't have enough saved. How to create backup plan. Right? So now I have all of these ideas. Now here's the cool thing, that today, when you talk to clients and they have an objection or a question, put it into one of these buckets. When you see an article come across your desk that has to do with one of these things, put it in these buckets. When you see a Facebook post that someone shares, put it into one of these buckets. And so now what we're going to do is, every single month, we are going to create at least, at a minimum, 4 videos every single month. That means we're creating 1 video per week. And yes, I know that some months have 5 weeks, but let's stick to easy math today. 4 videos every single month. That means we are going to come in to box number 1 and pick 1 idea. Box number 2 and pick 1 idea. Box number 3, 1 idea. Box number 4, 1 idea. And these could be any of these ideas. Doesn't matter which one that you pick. You could pick any one of these ideas. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 videos that we're going to shoot. And look, we still have 5 ideas left in taxes. We still have 6 or whatever ideas left in retirement planning. We still have more ideas. And these are going to stockpile over and over and over and over. And now we always have videos that we can go and film and that position us as the person that we want to be. So in this example, if we wanted to be the trusted retirement advisor in our marketplace, if we shot a video that talked about what happens if my retirement plan goes sideways, well, that positions this person as someone who knows about retirement planning and who is now a trusted advisor. The tax laws going into 2020 that affect your retirement positions him as someone who knows about taxes as it relates to being a trusted retirement advisor. Now we go film something about, can I invest my Social Security checks into my retirement account? Well, probably not, but now it's positioning him as an expert in Social Security as a trusted retirement advisor. Over here, what if I don't have enough? Positions him as Hope that he is a trusted retirement advisor, right? So all of it backs in and helps to position us as who we want to be to our marketplace. This is really, really cool. If that was something that just helped a lot of you guys, just give me a yes in the comments, because if you get this, you will never be short on creating content ever again. Like ever again. Because when you have this locked in, what I do is I have an Evernote folder on each one of my 4 quadrants. And every time I come up with an idea, every time I read an article, anytime I'm reading a book, and I'll take a picture of the paragraph that I'm reading, I stuff it into that Evernote folder. And now when I go to film that day, like I'm like, all right, Ricardo, let's go film some snackables, whatever it is. I just open up my Evernote folders, and guess what? Some of them I don't want to talk about. I'm like, nah. But I have so many ideas. All I have to do is pick one on performance, one on profiting, one on producing content, one on being the expert and the leader in the marketplace. So any one of these are going to help position me in my business, right? So this works across the board to any one of you who is listening right here, right now, today. So Chris, who is chiming in the comments, so he's the one who's actually like chiming in. And I appreciate you guys doing the hearts and the loves, but I can only see the comments. So chime into the comments. So Chris here wants to be the funnel architect, right? So we got the funnel architect, right? And his, so one of his is going to be research, right? Second one he's got here is planning. Third one we have here is managing. And then the fourth one we have here is optimizing. Right? So now, as we go in here, when it comes to research, right? So anything that comes up with like, like how do I research, right? That's a really, really basic one. So I'm going to get some of this like messed up because Chris is the expert on funnels. I'm just going to help him think that in like 10 seconds, we can come up with so many ideas as fast as we possibly can. So again, mistakes people make in research, when to know you've done, when to know when done, right? When done with researching, best sites for research, EARCH, best tools for research. Obviously, we can do tons of case studies, tons of over the shoulders, like look over the shoulder, OULDER. So, right. And again, in 10 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ideas, right, that have to do with this quadrant, which is research. Now in planning, kind of same thing. Like let's show an example plan. Let's show planning. I'm big on mistakes, right? So planning mistakes. When to change plans. So again, just all of these different things when it comes to planning that we could put in here. Now we have like managing the build, right? So this is where we can talk about, like software. We can talk about tools. We can have a video on outsourcing versus in-house. This is where we can talk about design and the importance of design, like 3 things you need to know to design the perfect looking funnel page. Obviously here, when we're building funnels, we have the landing page, we have the OTOs, we have the thank you pages. So we can have a video just about, 3 things to do to enhance your landing page. Like just on landing pages, how many videos could we create? Just on, thank you pages, how many videos could we create, right? So I could do this same thing just on landing pages that has to do with managing the build. And then optimization, kind of same thing as managing. I might've got those two confused, but I think you guys see the process that doing this, now you have unlimited ideas, and all of them, no matter which video Chris picks, right? So if Chris does this one about like funnel planning mistakes, does it position him as the funnel architect? 100%. If he does this video of the best sites to do funnel research, does it position him as a funnel architect? You're darn right. If he goes over here and he talks about how to outsource your funnel versus doing the funnel in-house, does it position him as the funnel architect? You betcha. So no matter which one he does, it positions him as the expert that you want to be. It positions you as the person that you want to be. So again, hopefully that was helpful. Thanks Chris for chiming in and putting that stuff in the chat so I could see that and I could really help you out. So that is thing number one. Thing number one is we have to have a lot of ideas. We want to be putting out at least one video per week, right? So one vid per week. All right. In the context of this, these are what I call snackable videos. So a snackable video is a 2 to 3 minute highlight. All right. So these aren't like what I'm doing right now. We're already 25 minutes in. This isn't a 30-minute training. This isn't a, 2-hour long thing. This is a 2 to 3 minute highlight reel for your personal brand. And so what I mean by that is that these snackable videos, we got to snap people into attention as fast as we possibly can. What we don't want to do is come in and start these videos with, hey, what's up, guys? This is Greg from Ambitious.com. At Ambitious, we help people to, to perform, to produce, and to profit in a way that's going to allow them to live like, boom, somebody's already gone. How do you start the video as quick as possible to get to the point? These videos are not about you. They're not about your ego. They're not about your mission, your values, all the things that you have like whiteboarded in your office. This is about how you can help your audience to get a result, get to the outcome that they want as fast as possible. So going to like Chris's thing, if we were going to do 3 landing page mistakes, he's not going to start the video and say, hey guys, this is Chris Gaudreau, the funnel architect. And landing pages are really cool, but there's like boom, they're gone already. You've got 3 to 4 seconds to get someone's attention on social media. So what you really want to do is you want to jump in as quick as possible of, hey, if you're a digital marketer and you're creating landing pages, I'm going to show you 3 of the biggest mistakes that you make that are probably costing you hundreds of thousands of dollars if you're generating leads for your funnel. The first mistake, boom. See how fast we got into that? If you guys are using, and hopefully you all are, if you're in this group, the Ambitious Video Planner, this is how we plan out our videos. So we start the video with a single big idea, right? What's the video about? 3 mistakes, right? 3 landing page mistakes in this case. Then we have an opening or hook. Well, we're just gonna come out and call out the audience, call out their problem, and deliver a promise that we're gonna help you to overcome these mistakes so you can make more money with your funnels. Then we're gonna have point 1, point 2, point 3. That's it. So 3 mistakes. Each mistake is a point. Then we get into the call to action. Hey guys, if you like this video, you're going to love our free funnel architecting software. Just go to funnelarchitects.io. I forgot what your link is, Chris, so I apologize. And you can go check it out right here, right now, today. Boom, 2 to 3 minutes, in and out. Get to the point of the video. These are highlights. Think of them like in sports. A lot of people don't watch the entire baseball game, the entire basketball game. You know what we watch? LeBron James dunking on someone coming up and getting the game-winning catch, taking away a home run at the last second. That's what these videos are. Because if these are people who are now watching these highlights, well, maybe now they're going to tune into the game, which is your webinar, which is your free report, which is your training, which is your consulting session, which is your strategy session, which is whatever it is. They're never going to go to that if they don't get value from you first, that you don't show that you care for these people. So that's what we're trying to do here. What we're looking to do here is 1 video a week. They're snackables, 2 to 3 minute highlights. Get to the point. Use the planner to outline them. All right. So that was the first big secret, is you need to generate a lot of ideas in your planning process. All right. Thing number 2 that we are talking about here today, number 2, is I want you to create a friction-free filming environment. My main man, Junaid, who's on right now, he came into our inner circle on Monday this week. This is for our Velocity clients, our virtual video producer clients that we get to work with. And he delivered an amazing presentation on building a home studio and how you can deck out a home studio, not just so you have a cool home studio, but so you can have what I call a friction-free filming environment. What that means is that if you are spending 30 minutes fiddling with wires and fiddling with lighting and setting up your microphone and doing all this stuff, you have now taken your head out of what you truly need to do as the expert, which is deliver content. For the last 10 years, I've had a studio and I've been spoiled where I just show up, I flick 2 lights on that are on the wall, I turn the camera on and I hit record and I just get to talk. That's a friction-free filming environment. That means that I don't have to do any of the prepping and all. Like, I just get to say, hey, I'm Greg. I'm the expert. I want to help my marketplace by sharing something valuable with you today. And I just go and I film. That's it. And then I can shut off and I can leave. That's how you need to set up your environment. Because if you're having like a meeting with a client, like you're a real estate agent, someone comes in for like a listing appointment or something, you're going through all this stuff, they leave, and now all of a sudden you got to be the video person and shoot videos, and it takes you 45 minutes to set up, and you're like looking at the clock and you get another meeting coming up. You know what you're not going to do today? You're not going to film video. You're not going to do it. So you need to find a way to create an environment that's going to allow you to film video all the time. Now, transparently, I'm in the middle of a transition right now. We closed our physical studio at the end of October, and I'm setting some stuff up at home. So I'm trying this outdoor set. We got a kitchen set. My main man, Ricardo, who's on right now, is my personal videographer who does amazing stuff with me all over. We're working on building a home set for me now. So where all I have to do is turn the camera on and hit go. Because if I have to do 100 things to film, you know what I'm not doing today? Filming. Because as business owners, we have 100 things to do today. Filming is just one of them. But what I know about me and my business is that if I have video going out into the marketplace, I'm generating sales. Because people are seeing the video, they're seeing the value, and then they're buying my stuff. Whether that's a new ad for the video planner, whether that's content that we're putting out there for our new Edge supplement, whether that's another video that's just teaching and training and getting people to opt into our world. The more content I put out there, the bigger my bank account gets. The more sales that I make, the more people I can reach and have an impact on, the more people I can actually help at the end of the day. So I know that shooting these videos is super important, but I also know that if it's up to me to set all this crap up that I have behind me that you guys can't see right now, I would never film video. I just would not do it. And Karen, jumps in here and says, I need to set up a place to film that's ready to go. That's exactly right. That's what a friction-free filming environment is all about. It's about having, a corner in your home, a corner in your office, somewhere that you can just go. Or it's about hiring someone to come in and do a lot of this stuff for you. Like maybe you get a wedding videographer who's going to come in, show up, set everything up. You just sit down in the chair, put the microphone on, and you get to talk. As leaders, experts, ambitious entrepreneurs, whatever we want to call ourselves, we aren't the tech person. We should not be geeking out on the cameras. Someone like Junaid, who's on right now, and Ricardo, who's watching right now, let them geek out on the camera stuff. We need to be the expert. We need to be the person that's delivering the content. And if we are fiddling with wires, if we're buying more crap on Amazon, if we're buying another, rig or like tripod thing or like another microphone that we don't need because, we like buying toys, we're not doing? We're not putting stuff out into the marketplace. We're not helping our marketplace. We're not generating sales. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters to you, to me, as business owners, is income, sales, revenue. And if we're buying more crap on Amazon, you know what we're not doing? Bringing in revenue. So think about how you can create a friction-free filming environment for you. And look, I know it's hard. Like, right now, finally, our kids just went back to school. So we have this, but like right below me, like the dog's sleeping right there. I got a garbage truck like over there. You guys probably just heard that boom, 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 like in the background. My wife, I can see her just walking around the house like as we go here. The baby is taking a nap right now. Do you want to know why I'm doing this live stream at 1 o'clock today? It's not because we found that this was the most optimized time to do a live stream based on conversions and people watching. It's because I got an hour and a half to 2 hours of nap time, right? Where the baby is not going to be running out behind me and screaming. And like, I had to find a friction-free filming environment at home. That window for me is 1 o'clock to 2:30, Monday through Friday. So that's the time where I'm going to be doing live streams. That's the time where I'm going to be creating content. And so you have to find that for you. I can't help you to do that, right? You have to find that time for you, or else I know that you won't do it. The other piece of this that is really important is to find and have accountability. One of the things that I love about our virtual video producer program, which I'm going to tell you guys a little bit more about that at the end, is that I'm your accountability partner because I'm filming the videos with you. And so if we have an appointment Tuesday at 10 o'clock, do you know what usually happens? I'd say like 90% of the time, you show up Tuesday at 10 o'clock and we get the videos done. If we're accountable to ourselves, we're usually and it's not good to say, but we're usually okay with letting ourselves down. We're usually better at not letting other people down. The reason why we have personal trainers isn't necessarily because we need them to show us how to do a bicep curl. Like, you know, and I know how to do a bicep curl. It's the accountability of paying someone to make sure that I do the bicep curl. That is where the value is delivered from. So in our virtual video producer program, part of the value is that I'm forcing you to show up and shoot the videos because we're doing it together. Now, if you don't join the virtual video, like whatever it is, find a way to create real accountability and you'll actually get it done. But if it's just, yeah, I need to shoot some videos this week, how many of those videos are actually going to get done? You know it. I know it. Ain't nothing getting done. So find a friction-free filming environment. Brings us to point number 3 in our 3 secrets. So the first one was all about ideas. Generate as many ideas as you can. 2 is you got to find a friction-free filming environment. Number 3, we're going to talk about the bottleneck, and that's editing. No one who is watching this stream right now should be editing their own content. Because again, your time is more valuable doing just about anything but editing video content. Because you didn't go to video production school. You didn't go to editing school. You are going to be Googling more stuff. You're going to be banging your head against the computer. And do you want to know how I know? Because I do it. How many, like Ricardo who's watching right now, how many times do I text Ricardo and I'm just like, screw it, I'm done. Like, just edit it for me. So part of a friction-free filming environment, if I had my slides, I could like walk you through this, but I don't, so I can't. Part of my friction-free filming environment is I film something like this. I'll film 5, 10, 15 snackable videos. I'll film them on a phone. I'll film them on with the fancy camera that I have right now. I'm actually shooting with a C100, a Canon. Whatever I'm shooting on, the second that I'm done, if I do it on my iPhone, I instantly upload everything to Dropbox. And my editing team gets notified of it, and they start editing it immediately. Because I know if I was left to edit my own videos, I would never get it done. A, they wouldn't look good. B, they'd be like crappy. And 3, it just wouldn't get done. When I'm shooting on a camera like this, I'll take the card out, I'll put it into my laptop, and I upload it right to Dropbox. Do these things as quick as possible. And now someone else who is skilled in that profession will do the editing for you. Yesterday when I was doing this live, I had my main man Alex Miner on. He is a video editing, like that's what he does. He shoots and he edits. But when it comes to his own content, he'll film a full day's worth of stuff and then it'll just sit on a hard drive because other things come up. Does that serve him? Does that serve his marketplace? Does that help him to grow his business? No. So when we understand that we're our own bottleneck, and look, sometimes you can afford to have a great editing team, like the virtual video producer team that I'll tell you about in a minute. Sometimes you can have an amazing guy like Ricardo or Junaid or whoever doing your editing for you. Sometimes you got to go to Fiverr. Sometimes you got to but having them take that off of your plate so that you can do something more valuable is the most important thing that you can do. Because isn't your time better spent building out a marketing plan? Isn't your time better spent on like a sales call, right? That's revenue. Isn't your time better spent building out systems? Isn't your time better building new products or services? Right? That's money. That's income coming in. Your time is better spent doing the revenue generating activities. Or instead of banging your head against the wall, isn't your time maybe better spent with your family? Instead of staying at the office a couple of extra hours tonight, like, because I got to edit these videos, having somebody else whose core competency, who loves to edit, let them do it. And you can have dinner with your kids. You can have dinner with your spouse. You can go out and hang out with friends. You know, you can go goof off. You can do something like enjoy life, right? That's huge. That's big. Don't edit. Editing is the bottleneck in so many expert businesses because we know we need to create content, but we've created friction in the way that we film, and we create friction in the fact that we don't know how to edit and we can't edit the way that we want to do it. So those are the 3 big secrets that I have for you guys here today. The first one is that you have to create a ton of ideas. use the 4 quadrants as a way to create those ideas. Number 2 is that you have to create a friction-free filming environment, a way that's going to hold you accountable to where you just show up and you just talk. And then number 3, you are the bottleneck in your business if you're trying to edit and do all of that stuff in your business. That's not what we should be doing. And so if you understand that you need a lot of ideas, if you understand that you need to have some accountability and create that friction-free environment, and if you understand that you don't need to be editing, but if you had this happening for you, and you had 1 video a week, 2 videos a week, going out into the Facebooks, the LinkedIns, the Instagrams, the YouTubes, all these different places, and they were building your business. They were generating new leads. They were putting you in front of new audiences. How many of you think your business would be further along? I know that every time I post a video on Facebook and I advertise it, I know that every time I post a video on Instagram, every time I put up a video on YouTube, every time I send an email to my email list and I say, hey, I just posted a new video, every single time without fail, something good happens. A new lead comes in. Hey, Greg, saw the video, meant to talk to you about this. Hey, Greg, I'm ready to sign up for the virtual video program now. Hey, Greg, tell me about your coaching. Hey, Greg, tell me about this. Hey, I'm ready to buy, like whatever that it is. You know that if you had that stuff out there and happening all the time, that your business would be better off. So let me tell you and spend just a few minutes of your very, very precious time here on a Friday afternoon and talk to you a little bit about something called the Virtual Video Producer. VRTU, Virtual Video Producer. And again, you're going to get me drawing instead of fancy slides that have graphics and all kinds of fun things, because apparently I don't know how to work Keynote, or somehow it's overloading the system. But so talking about the Virtual Video Producer program, the first thing that I want to let you know is this is only for 5 people right now. So we only have 5 spots available. The reason for this is because you get to work one-on-one with me in this program and my team. We onboard you. We have dozens upon dozens of people in this program. And, I talk to you on the phone. Like there's a lot of one-on-one stuff that I do. And so we only onboard 5 people at a time for this program. And so for November, our 5 spots just rolled over and we have 5 spots available for this. And everything that I'm going to tell you, the pricing, all the bonuses, all that is going to be available till Sunday night at good old 11:59 p.m. on the East Coast. So we always do this fun stuff, where we want to make sure, like, hey, if you're in, like, let's go, let's move forward. And if you're not, cool, this isn't for everybody. I totally get that. So with the Virtual Video Producer, here's how it works. The first thing is that every month you have a one-on-one call with me. On that call, we're going to talk about strategy, right? So what are you working on? What are the new offers? What are the new promotions? What's going on in your business? Do you have a live event, which is weird to say, but some people are starting to have live events again. I know some of my financial advisors are having their seminars and stuff again. What do we have going on? What's coming up? Obviously, it was election time. It's coming into holiday time, the first of the year. How do we strategize and have a game plan to market your business using content going into whatever it is that's happening in your business? From that strategy, then we start to talk about ideas. And you guys saw in real time today how easy it is for me to come up with ideas. But now imagine me talking to you, doing research, going to YouTube, going to the Google keyword tool, seeing what's going on Facebook, looking at what your competitors are doing, and having me generate ideas for you. And then 3, creating an execution plan. Execution. It's probably like not a word you want to write on, on Facebook right now. Execution. They're probably like listening to this right now, right? But like an execution plan, right? So now what are we going to do? We're going to post 2 videos a week. We're going to do it Monday, Thursday. You're going to send this email out. Here's what I want you to write in the email copy. We record all of these, but you get a one-on-one call with me every month. This is about a 60-minute call. For some folks, it's a lot quicker. For some folks, it's a little bit longer. So you get the one-on-one call with me every single month where we're talking about strategy. We're talking about ideas for you, and we're creating an execution plan so that you can use video to grow your business. That brings us into number 2 is then I create 10 plus ideas for you every single month. So those ideas aren't generic ideas. They're not ideas that I'm giving to everyone. These are ideas that I send you in a Word document where I say, all right, Junaid, I really want you to film a video about the biggest mistake that entrepreneurs make when, doing video at home when it comes to lighting. Here's why I want you to do it. Here's how I want you to break it down. And here's the call to action at the end. So I give you the idea, then breaking down the video and how I want you to do it. So you see all of that in this document. So now There's no question. You know exactly what to go and shoot this month. So I send you those ideas, I get them to you, and now you are ready to film. But then 3 is now we're just going to film it together. And I have a ton of examples that you can't see on the fancy Keynote slides. And I see like Junaid and Ricardo saying that I can run them on my, I don't know how to get the Keynote from my computer to my iPad. Like, so do you guys want to know, like, this is the secret, right? I don't know how to do any of this techie stuff, right? But I still put out 2, 3, 4 videos every single week. I still spend, thousands of dollars a day on Facebook ads. It's because I found the who, not necessarily the what. I didn't like sit there and like, I have Ricardo, who's way smarter than me, and Junaid, who's way smarter than me, telling me what to do. And then I can figure that stuff out. But this techie stuff, I'm not all that good at it. I focus on what my core competency is, which is helping business owners, helping people like you, helping you. Look, if we didn't have to shoot all these videos to grow our business, I wouldn't do it. I would do something else. I don't care about the medium. I just care about reaching the marketplace in a way that's going to be effective to get the job done, right? So here we go. We're going to film this together. So we're going to jump on, I use something called StreamYard, a really cool tool, StreamYard.com. And we're going to go into StreamYard and I'm just going to interview you. So, hey, Ricardo, man, I'm so excited to talk to you today. Let's talk about the one thing that business owners need to know when it comes to picking the right camera to shoot videos. And now you just get to answer questions. You don't have to think about anything. And here's the deal. When we do it this way and we're doing a Q&A interview, now you don't have to think about it being scripted. Now you don't have to think about it being perfect. Now all that you have to do is go ahead and be the expert, jump on camera, and just talk to me. Talk to me as if I was a client interviewing you. If someone came to your office right now and started asking you questions about the local real estate market, if you're a real estate agent, you wouldn't say, give me a week. Let me go map it out perfectly and get it all ready before we talk. You would just answer the question, wouldn't you? You would just go and like that's why this is so important. And it holds you accountable, right? So that every single month we're going to do this. Now, if you're a little bit more advanced, if you have fancy cameras, if you already have a nice little setup going, can you film these on your own? Sure. We have clients that do it both ways. Some that jump on the interview with me, like Adam Weber, my main man. We just do it every couple weeks. We jump on StreamYard. I interview him for like 30, 40 minutes and out pops 10 videos afterwards. All right. Because what happens after we film this all together, then we go and we do the editing for you. Right? So we are going to take that 30, 40-minute interview where I ask you these 10 plus questions, and we're going to take out 10 different snackable clips. 10 snackable clips. From those 10 snackable clips, you're going to get 10 square videos. These are the square videos that you guys see all over Facebook, all over Instagram. They have the headline at the top. We subtitle everything. My copywriters write the headline for you at the top, and we edit into 10 square videos for you. Then we're going to give you 10 vertical videos. And we're going to do 10 wide videos. So you end up with 30 videos out of this instead of just, traditional wide videos. Now you have the tall videos for IGTV, for Instagram stories, for Facebook stories. You have the square videos for LinkedIn, for the Instagram feed, for the Facebook feed, and you have the wide video for YouTube and Twitter. So now you have 30 videos every single month done for you. All right. Now we keep it even further. So I think this is point number 6. You guys get access to my flagship program. It's called Velocity. This is a 12-week program that teaches you the things that you need to do to create and grow a business at warp speed, right? So a lot of you guys know, I do things fast, right? We don't need to wait 6 weeks to launch something or 6 months, or this is going on Q3 next year. How do we do it this week? It's Friday today. How do we launch on Monday? How do we get things going as fast as humanly possible? So it's a 12-week program that talks about content, that talks about products, that talks about offers, that talks about building campaigns, and that talks about ads. How do you do these things as fast as possible? How do we create content? How do we create a product in a weekend? How do we create offers that are compelling, that people want them and line up to buy for them, like the offer I'm about to share with you here on this program? How do we create campaigns to get people onto webinars and seasonals and sales and promotions and all these different things? And how do we run ads in a way that is cost effective but actually moves our business forward? That's what this is all about. This program by itself, and I'm happy if you just want the Velocity program, it's $1,997. We have hundreds of people already enrolled, and you could do that too, but it's going to be a bonus if you jump in here and now today. So here is the deal, right? If you want to hire us for a full day shoot right now, it's about $10,000. to come in and do a full day shoot with me. We hold events called the Snackable 30, where you come in and I interview you for 30 minutes in a group setting. There's 10 of you that come in, and you get the same amount of output, the 30 snackable videos and the different formats. We charge $6,000 for that event. So you can come in, hang out with me for the day, it's 10 grand. You can come to one of these events, it's 6 grand. Or you can join the virtual video producer program today. Again, it's only for the first 5 to sign up. And it is only $997 a month. All right. So less than $1,000 a month, just $997 a month. And you get a consulting call with me every month where we talk about strategy. We talk about ideas. We talk about execution. You get me giving you all the ideas that you're going to film this month. We're going to film it together. I'm going to be your virtual video producer saying, hey, Ricardo, let's do that over. Hey, Junaid, let's do that over. Hey, let's do that over. Hey, that was perfect. That was awesome. Love it. Getting to work with me to help you to create those videos. Then we're going to take them. We're going to edit them into our signature snackable styles, the squares, the talls, the wides. And then finally, you're going to get the coaching program with Velocity. With all of this, you also get access to weekly Q&A with me. As long as you are a member in this weekly Q&A, you get to bring me your ads, bring me your campaigns, bring me your landing pages, bring me your copy, bring me your emails, bring me your sequences, and I get to break them down. We do this every Monday at 2 o'clock. It's the one Junaid was on this week talking about home studios. I bring in some of my friends. We just had a Google AdWords expert come on and talk about AdWords. Really, really cool stuff. So you always have access to help you to grow your business in this program. The fine print on this is that if you're coming in just to do this for 1 month, this is not the program for you. Look, things don't work out. Like if you come in and like it's a disaster, like, you know, cool, no problem. But what we look for is a 90-day commitment, and then after that, it is just month to month after that. If you are interested in this that we are talking about here today, there are 2 things that you can do. The first is you can go to this page that didn't come up when I hit that button. Now I got to figure out where my overlays are because, you know, good times. There we go. That's the one. That is the link. That is the correct link. Ambitious.com/VVP. That's where you can see everything that's included in the program, and you can go ahead and get signed up and join right there. There's also information on that page that has my personal contact information, my text line, as well as my email. So if you're like, hey, Greg, this sounds cool, but can we jump on a call? Can we talk about it? I'm not quite ready to sign up yet. I got some questions. Totally cool. But if you're like number 6 in line, you got to wait till December. We'll put you on a waiting list and you could be the first to jump in December. If you want to guarantee your spot, go to ambitious.com/VVP. And you can learn all about it right there. So that's where you can go ahead and do that. Let me go over to here really quick and put in some contact information for you guys. But you don't need to see me draw that. If you guys have questions about the program, now is a great time. You can ask them. 321-351-3363. That is text. All right, so let me jump over to this. So if you do have questions that I didn't answer for you here today, 321-351-3363 is my personal text line, or you can send me an email, greg@ambitious.com. That is my personal email. So if you're like, hey, Greg, I got a question about this program that you didn't answer, no problem. If we got to jump on a call, totally cool. We can do that too. Or you can text me, 321-351-3363. Again, 321-351-3363. That is my personal text in line, and you can reach me there. And I'm happy to stick around. If you guys have questions about the virtual video producer, if you have questions about ideas, about, you know, all kinds of fun stuff, I'm happy to answer them for you guys here today. If not, we can all enjoy our Friday afternoon and we can get started with the day. The cool thing is I'm getting text messages as they come in, which is awesome. So I'll text you guys back as soon as I am off the live stream. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys being here, hanging out on a Friday. Hopefully this was helpful for you. But I think the biggest thing to learn is, 1, who do you want to be to your marketplace? 2, decide today that you can be that person right here, right now, that you don't need to wait for something to happen. You don't need to wait for somebody to anoint you as that person. You can go out and you can claim it. Thing numero tres is that you need a lot of ideas, and using the 4 quadrants exercise to generate ideas is the fastest path for you to do that. Thing number 4, stop being the bottleneck. Create that friction-free filming environment and find someone that can edit the videos for you so that you can do what you were meant to do. Help people, add value, sell your products and services because you know that you're going to help a ton of people. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream today. Have an amazing weekend. Thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Thanks.